Hello, everybody. Hello, Sunday. How's it going, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Buddy Holly. Hey, Vito. Hey, everybody. All right. Works. All right, it's working again. There we go. We got everybody coming in now. Hello, everyone. Hi, Circe. Circe on Facebook. Sunday. It is Sunday. We are doing another full album performance. This Sunday's show is Weezer's Blue album. It actually doesn't have a title. I'm gonna put that off. And there's no reverb on the album, by the way, but I'm gonna use a little bit of reverb. Not on the guitars, though. Yeah, the album is just called Weezer, and it's been called the Blue Album. It came out in 1994. It was their first album, and I'm just gonna jump right into it. It's a short album. It's only like 48 minutes long. And yeah, let's just get right into it. The first track, here we go here. And this one was by far the hardest album to do, by far. Just so you guys know. Took the most minutes. My Name Is Jonas is the first track. All right, here we go. All right, everybody's here. Okay, here we go. Check. All right. Okay. The dozer will not clear a path. The driver swears he'll earn his pay. The workers are going home. 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 Yeah. The workers are going home. The workers are going home. Workers are going home. Yeah, yeah, My name is Jonas. Yeah. Woo! All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. All right. My name is Jonas, track 1. There we go. Track 2. Hey, everybody. Woo! Hello, everybody. How you guys all doing? Welcome. Best part of Sunday night. Yeah. Please stop it, man. You're welcome. Thank you. Don't forget to follow. Send me a tip. Send me a tip. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Next track would be No One Else. Yeah. If you don't like it, you can always send a tip. That's the best way to tell me you don't like it. No One Else, track 2. This is the only track that, no, it's a troll. Trolls are good. We're starting out with trolls on the first song. We are like, that means I did a really good job on that song. I don't think it was as good as it could have been. But. All right, let's do No One Else. Track 2, it's the only one that's in regular tuning. The rest are all in half step down. So I gotta use a little capo. And this one is satire. Satire. Or is it? Rivers Cuomo said that the track 2 and track 3, No One Else and The World Has Turned and Left Me Here, it's like a one long song. It's about the part of his brain that's jealous, and then it goes into the song where he's super jealous, and then he wonders why the girl left him. That's what the 2 songs are about. If only it was satire. Here we go. Track 2, No One Else. Whether it's funny or not. And if you see her, tell her it's over now. I want a girl who will laugh for no one else. When I'm away, she keeps her makeup on the shelf. When I'm away, she never leaves the house. I want a girl who will laugh for no one else. track 2 of the Weezer Blue album. Welcome. If you're new, every Sunday I've been doing a classic album from start to finish. This Sunday is Weezer's Blue album. Hit the 3 dots in the bottom corner if you're brand new. There's a ton of people watching right now. Woo! All right, we're already up to almost 2,000 people. All right, let's keep going. So that was part 1. That was the jealous Rivers Cuomo. Now we're up to that was the part of his personality that is very jealous and it's ridiculous. And then here's part 2 of that 2-part song. This one's called The World Has Turned and Left Me Here. Yeah. The world has turned and left me here. I have a thing for that. I do. The world has turned and left me here. There we go. Get it? It's a thing that spins around. Here we go. It has like a little drum fill.
Where I was before you appeared.
That was track 3. That was The World Has Turned and Left Me Here. We are up to track 4 of Weezer's Blue album. This is the one that everybody knows. And just a couple things about the album. It was recorded in 1994. It was their first album. They wanted to self-produce it, but they ended up getting Rick Ocasek of the Cars because they loved the Cars. And they wrote 30 songs, went into the studio, and Rick kind of pared it down to the 10 songs that are on it. And they did not want to do Buddy Holly. And every day they went in the studio, Rick Ocasek left a note on the console saying, "We want Buddy Holly. We want please do Buddy Holly." Please. Every single day he told them, they were like, "No, people will think it's a cheesy joke song. It's quirky. We don't want to be a quirky band," which they ended up. All the reviewers said that they were just a quirky band when they came out. But it ended up being a huge hit. And there's a story Rick Ocasek tells about how when they finally did record it, he was like, "That's going to be a hit." And then he went out into the control room, and the receptionist of Electric Ladyland Studios in New York was, she was sitting at the desk typing, and she was going, "Wee-oo, I look just like Buddy Holly." And he heard her singing the song and was like, "It's a hit. It is just a hit. I know it's a hit." Okay, so here we go. Buddy Holly was the hit. There it is, Buddy Holly. There he is. There's the Fonz. It's a great music video, too, if you get. Remember MTV when they used to show videos? They used to show this video all the time. Okay. Tune up real quick. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Right on. So, yeah, here's Buddy Holly. Right on. Back to it. Here we go. Thank you. Let's see. What's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they gotta front? What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent? Ooh, and you know I'm yours. Ooh, and you know you're mine. That's for I look just like Buddy Holly. You're married Tyler. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. Don't you feel, yeah, I'm almost there. I know that you need help. Your tongue is twisted, your eyes are slit. You need a guardian. And you know I'm yours. And you know you're mine. That's for all time. I look just like Buddy Holly. Whoa, and you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. Another big bang is down on the floor. Oh, what do you do? Don't look now, cause I lost my shoe. And I can't run and I can't kick. What's the matter, babe, when you're feeling sick? What's the matter, you? What's the matter, babe, when you're feeling blue? Just like Buddy Holly. Whoa, and you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. 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 There we go. Oh, and I lost the thing here. Where is it? Oh, yeah. That was supposed to be playing. There's Rivers Cuomo and Buddy Holly. He does look like Buddy Holly. Yeah, there's clips from the music video. How's that? Yeah, that's it. That's the riff. That's one of the riffs of the 90s. And I totally messed it up when I was playing it. But it goes, yeah, that's one of the quintessential 1990s riffs. That was quality. It was okay. Thank you, though. We're coming along. Thank you. Yeah. That's full of time. With you, I look just like Buddy Holly. I could do that all day. That's a fun one. Buddy Holly. That was track. See, we're cruising right through them. Hey, Cap. I got to make just a quick announcement. Look what I have in my possession right now. For the regular watchers know that I said that Polar Seltzer is my favorite. I got to thank you, Mark. Thank you so much, Mark, for sending Polar Seltzer in the mail. I hope to meet you one day. I really appreciate it. I mentioned that it was my favorite drink, and it showed up in the mail. What's up? Here, you got this. All right, so here's track. What track are we up to? Here we go. The Sweater Song. Here we go. Let's see, here we go. Oh, it's got that look. Do a little piano. Hold on. Band's so rad. He's my favorite. Don't you love him, man? Yeah. Like I saw him on Periscope, and then I just came to the show. It's so rad. He's so sick, bro. He's got no pre-recorded tracks or whatever. Yeah. Oh man, you want a beer? All right. Oh man, it's the best, man. So glad we're all back together. This is so great, man. Yeah. Hey, did you hear about the party after the show? Oh man, it's gonna be the best. I'm so stoked. Take it easy, brah. I'm me be. Goddamn, I am. I can. And hear me, know me. If you want to destroy my sweater, hold this destroy my sweater. Hold the thread as I walk away. As I walk away, watch me unravel. I'll soon be naked, lying on the floor, lying on the floor. I've come undone. If you want to destroy your tank top, let's be friends as I walk away. As I walk away, watch me unravel. I'll soon be naked, lying on the floor, lying on the floor. I come undone. Yeah. Special guest appearance by my wife, Kath. Yes. She nailed it. Nice little ad-libs. Yeah. Yes. Woo! All right. Thank you. All right, the sweater song. Next up. Hey, Dave. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Right on. Cool. All right, next song is... Thank you. Noted in the log, number one moment. I know. Cats. Oh, and I broke a string. I came undone during the sweater song. I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect than that. I don't know if you guys noticed that I broke a string. Whew. Gotta finish it out on the Les Paul. Luckily, I tuned it into... Man, I hope I don't break one on this one. Then I'm down to just the acoustic. Hey, Will. I got a... check it out. The next one is called Surf Wax America. Surf Wax America. And this song was actually in a Taylor Steele movie in the 90s. I think it was In Focus. And I used a couple surfing photos. Here, check it out. Here's Surf Wax. There's me. That's me surfing. There's me surfing again. I put some pictures of myself surfing. And I put a picture. There's all along the undertow is strengthening its hold. Yeah, so I put some surfing photos in the montage. And I think I have one of Will in here. Hold on. That I took from the... There you go. There's the surfing video game. Here we go. I took that photo of Mavericks from the boat when Will was out there. It's on random. It's sticking to a lot of photos of me. There we go. There's Will. There's Will surfing. All right, here we go. This one's really hard. Okay. Whew. What track are we up to? I think this is track 6. Track 6 or something? Yeah, that's 3, 4, 5. This is track 6. 6 of 10. 4 more to go. Here we go. Hope this guitar is going to work. We'll find out. fear. I'm waxing down so I'll go real fast. I'm waxing down cause it's really a blast. Going surfing cause I don't like your face. I'm bailing out because I hate the race. I'm blasting run around and round in a maze. I'm going surfing, going surfing. You take your car to work, I'll take my board. And when you're out of fuel, I'm still afloat. My buddies and their honeys all come along. They seem invincible as they surf along. The sea is rolling like 1,000-pound keg. We're going surfing, we're going surfing. You take your car to work, I'll take my board. And when you're out of fuel, I'm still afloat. You take your car to work, I'll take my board. And when you're out of fuel, I'm still afloat. All along the undertow is strengthening its hold. I never thought it'd come to this. Now I can never go home. All along the undertow is strengthening its hold. I never thought it'd come to this. Now I can never go home. You take your car to work, I'll take my board. And when you're out of fuel, I'm still afloat. All along the undertow, strengthening its hold. I never thought it'd come to this. Now I can never go home. You take your car, yeah, I'll take my board. You take your car, I'll take my board. Let's go! You take your Yeah! Surf Wax America. Woo! Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Thank you very much. Thank you guys so much. Right on, yeah. Woo! And the fact that that song is called Surf Wax America is not a coincidence with Surfing USA. Rivers Cuomo is a huge Beach Boys fan. You can tell. This album is, I've said it before, this is a Beach Boys album of the 90s. It sounds like poppy, teeny bopper, fun pop songs of the time. Like in the 60s, the Beach Boys had that teeny bopper sound. And this is teeny bopper music of the 90s. And it sounds very, very, very simple and sing-songy and fun, but it's very, very deep. The melodies, the harmonies, the lead voicings, the chord changes. It's just like Brian, he was obsessed with Brian Wilson, Rivers Cuomo. Who is it? Okay, let's see here. Oh, Say It Ain't So, next track, Say It Ain't So. So yeah, so Surf Wax, it has Surf Wax America. It's a little nod to the Beach Boys, of course. And then there's one more song that's my favorite nod to the Beach Boys, In the Garage. That's coming up in a couple tracks, so stay tuned. All right. Hey, Circe, thank you. Thank you, Myrna. Thank you, Les. Thank you, Clear Blue. Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Les. All right. Cool. Yeah, awesome. Wow, a lot of people are watching today. Almost 5,000 people. Very cool. Very cool. Say It Ain't So. Let's do it. Say It Ain't So. Where is it? This one was another one of their singles off the album. So I remember it. Oh, I'm missing my guitar. I'm playing the Les Paul. Here we go. does it go? Yeah, that'll work. love that song. I think that was actually the single. That was the single. Of course it's the single because it has that it's like it has that 1 5 6 4 progression kind of thing. All right, so there we go. That was track 7. Now we're up to track 8, which is my favorite song on the album. Again, another let me check the comments here. Share a little love. Yeah, that's right. Yes, thank you, Les. Thank you, yes. If you're liking what you're hearing, please send a tip, paypal.me/Matt Bolton, Venmo @Matt Bolton. Every little bit helps and counts. Been working on this. Thank you, don't forget to tip. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I've been working on this album for this week. I've been listening to this album all week long. It's been a very challenging one. Okay, so like I said earlier, Rivers Cuomo, Weezer, and all them are big fans of the Beach Boys. And the Beach Boys, my favorite Beach Boys song is In My Room, which is one of their old classics. And this song is called In the Garage, and it's the same theme, and it's just such a cool song. So it's got, and they were not afraid to sing about Dungeons and Dragons and Kitty Pryde and Nightcrawler and comic books and stuff like that. It's kind of geeky rock. Here we go. Kiss posters on the wall, Ace Frehley, Peter Criss, all that stuff. It's such a cool song. In the garage. I don't have a harmonica in this key. I'm gonna whistle it. I got the Dungeon Master's Guide. I got 12-sided die. I got Kitty Pryde and Nightcrawler too, waiting there for me. Yes, I do. I got posters on the wall. My favorite rock group, Kiss. I got Ace Frehley, I got Peter Criss, waiting there for me. Yes, I do. In the garage, I feel safe. No one cares about my ways. In the garage where I belong, no one hears me sing this song. In the garage. I got an electric guitar. I play my stupid songs. I write stupid words. I love everyone waiting there for me. Yes, I do. In the garage, I feel safe. No one cares about my ways. In the garage where I belong, no one hears me sing this song. In the garage. In the garage. Jonas. What a great song. Every indie man. Right? Yeah, in the garage. Woo! Thank you, Les. Thank you very much, Les, thank you so much. All right. Two more songs to go. There you got it. Two more songs to go on this album. I'm gonna get in trouble for using a reverb. Rivers Cuomo had there were two rules during the recording, which I thought the rules are really cool. There was no reverb, so this is what no reverb sounds like. And the other rule was only downstrokes on all guitars and basses. So there was you couldn't go like this. He wanted everyone to go like this. So this is what down and upstrokes sound like. That's down and up, and Rivers wanted all downstrokes. It gives him way more power, because the downstroke is the power stroke. Anyways, okay. So the whole album is, every single time I'm playing the songs, I'm like, I'm doing upstrokes. You can't do any upstrokes with Weezer. It's all downstrokes. Okay, here we go. Holiday. Okay, this is another one that they threw everything in the kitchen sink at this song. This song is so hard. Nothing repeats. This is not a looper kind of album, because there's no repeating parts on the whole damn album. Did I just say the whole damn album? I think I've been listening to it too much. Here we go. All right. Let's go away for a while, you and I, to a strange and distant land. Okay. Let's go. No, I need something mellower. Here we go. Getting my thing. There was in the garage. Holiday, there we go. It doesn't matter, it's just a photo. Let's go away for a while, you and I, to a strange and distant land, where they speak no word of truth we don't understand anyway. Holiday, far away. Let's go in a heartbeat. Yeah. Woo! Holiday. All right. Now, one more song left. Only in Dreams. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. You saw me in Nevada. Okay, great. Woo, I'm ready to go on a holiday myself. Let's see here. Only in Dreams. The final track. Final track here of the Weezer Blue album. This was a lot of fun doing this album. Here we go. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you very much for all the comments. What a show. Thank you. Yeah, here's the last one. Woo, Holiday. Oh, that song is tough. And I never listened to that song much when I was younger, and I listened to this album a lot. I liked the first half of the album, the first side of the record, as they say, more than the second half. But now I'm starting to appreciate these later album tracks. Like I never really listened to Only in Dreams until basically a week ago. Here we go. That was a little confession there. I never really listened to this song. So we're going to do it here. It goes. Here we go. Last track on the album. Oh, there's the handwritten lyrics. Not mine. Those are River's. Speaking of which, I have a son named River. And it's not a total coincidence. Not a total coincidence. Here we go.
Says, hey, babe.
you float in the air. That way there's no way I'll crush your pretty toenails to 1,000 pieces. Only in dreams, see what it means. Reach out our hands, hold on to her. But when we wake, it's all been erased. And so it seems, only in dreams. Only in dreams. Only in dreams. Only in dreams. That was it. That was the Weezer Blue album from start to finish. Thank you guys all for coming along on the ride with me on the Weezer Blue album. That was so much fun to play all those. Whew, that was a lot of work, that album. And the funny thing about that album, I've said it 100 times, and everybody that tunes in during the weekday shows and watches me kind of like figure out how to play some of these songs and experiment with some of the other gear, I said it 100 times. A Little Islands in the Sun encore, is that getting greedy? Yeah, I'm not gonna do an encore again. I'm sorry. Just gonna do the credit fade out. Thank you. That was a studio fade. That's right. Yeah, and thank you guys, everybody, for the tips and everything. Venmo at Matt Bolton, PayPal.me/Matt Bolton. If you're new on any of the social medias, don't forget to click the whatever. I don't know. Smash that like button or whatever. Thank you very much. Yeah, smash the like button. Don't forget to ring the bell. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Which looper do I use, please? Okay, that's a great question. I'm using the RC300 right now. But if you tune in, if you follow me, click the 3 dots right here. You're on Twitter, so right here. Hit those 3 dots. I'm using the RC300 now, but I will be using the RC505, I think, for now on. I broke everything down on the 505, reset up my old setup. So this is my old setup. I practiced and learned the album on the 505, but my brain would have to keep remembering where to push things, and I was thinking too much. You can't think when you're looping. If you start thinking, it's over. Good night, seriously. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked that 1990s power pop punk album that I just did. Have you ever heard that album? Did Weezer make it to Brazil? Were they big in Brazil? I don't know. Thank you, Karen. Thank you very much. Yeah, how many people watched the show today? We got a lot. 7,000 people watched. Awesome. And we had a nice little, it was a very nice, we peaked at 237 people watching at once. That's pretty cool. Just on that one platform. Very cool. There was 237 people watching at once and 7,000 total. That's pretty cool. Whatever. Again, it doesn't matter. So I wanted to say a couple things about the album. If you just came here for the music, peace, later. Get out of here. I'm gonna talk now. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the album because I got a lot of emails that they liked when I talked about the albums a little bit. Some people don't like it. Some people wrote me, were like, we just want to hear you sing, man. Stop talking. Other people wrote, don't play any music, just talk. So I don't know what to do. I'm gonna do a mix of both. Anyways, so the whole album's in half step down. The guitars are all tuned half step down. A lot of musicians do that. A lot of people do it because it makes. A lot of people do that. They'll do the song on the album in regular tuning, and then they'll go on tour with it half step down. It's a lot easier to sing, but these songs are not easy to sing. Rivers Cuomo is a madman. His vocals are crazy. So the guitar is tuned half step down. So that means all the strings are slacked a half step, and except for one track. That's kind of an interesting thing about this album. What was I going to say? Yeah. So anybody, if you're new, I said earlier, all on the album, it's all downstrokes. All downstrokes. Rick Ocasek was the producer. He was the singer of the Cars. Yeah, and I have a really cool little 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or separation thing going on with this. I have a lot of connections to this album. I was in a band with Todd Rundgren, who replaced Rick Ocasek of the Cars in his band. So there's that connection. Then when I was in Todd Rundgren's band, Rachel Hayden was the bass player, and she was a member. She's a sometimes member of Weezer, and I think she dated Rivers Cuomo a long time ago. And he called her up when we were hanging out one time, and to ask her questions about he was writing a book or something about he had to okay some quotes in the book through her, and she said, "Hey, Rivers Cuomo just called me here," and I said. And it seemed normal at the time, but now looking back, that was not a normal conversation that we were having. But at the time, it seemed kind of normal because it was a crazy time in my life. But yeah, so how do you get the killer feedback? That's a great question. All right, real quick, that's my favorite toy. That's my favorite pedal. Some pedals are like necessary. You need delays and distortions and stuff, and then the other pedals are just toys. So like there's toys that are like like the Mutron that gives those kind of noises, But this is a really fun toy pedal. It's by Digitech, and it's called, I think it's called the Feedback. I don't even know what it's called. I can't see it because it's all covered with tape. But you just step on it and it makes feedback. So that's how it works. At any volume. So like, it sounds like this. You just step on you just hold the pedal down and it makes feedback. And it'll stay forever. Yeah. So that's fun. So you can, what's cool about that is you can, when you're, if you're playing at a low volume, or if you have like for bands, if you're on stage and you're in a big venue and you have a low stage volume and you have in-ear monitors and you're either not using amplifiers or you are and they're turned down very low, because pretty much that's what everybody does nowadays. The big loud amplifiers unfortunately kind of died in the 90s. The 90s was the end of the large, big amplifiers on stage. Nowadays, stage volumes are quiet because PA systems have gotten so efficient and so powerful that there's no reason. The reason why you had loud amps on stage was so people could hear the guitar. But nowadays, you just have a quiet amplifier that sounds great, and you stick a mic in front of it. That's what everybody does. And that's just the way it goes nowadays. But my point is that if you're at a low stage volume, the only way you can get feedback is by turning up the amplifier to a very loud volume. So if you're at a low stage volume, you can never get that really cool feedback like they had in the 60s when people were actually using loud amplifiers. So you can fake that sound, and it sounds pretty damn good if you ask me. Okay, yeah. So let me just talk. Is there anything else I wanted to say about this album? I don't know, not that much. Other than I said it 100 times that it's the power pop Beach Boys album of the 90s, and it was very. It's a bummer too because they got kind of pasted with the quirky. There's 3 acts. I was thinking about this today, this morning when I woke up. I was having my coffee and I was thinking, there are 3 acts from the 90s, basically, that were labeled as quirky, and if you dig into them, they're way more than just quirky. They're very, very complex and complicated. Number 1, obviously, is Weezer. Number 2 is Ween. And number 3 is Weird Al Yankovic. Yankovic. So those are the 3 bands of the 90s that are quote-unquote quirky, and everybody kind of says, oh, they're just silly music. Oh, I look like Buddy Holly. Oh, the Sweater Song. But if you dig into them, they're very complicated, especially Ween and Weezer. And Weird Al's cool. Weird Al's amazing. Weird Al's an amazing musician. Okay, so that's that. Those are the 3 quirky bands of the 90s. And yeah, so this is their first album, Rick Ocasek. I don't know if there's not much else I wanted to say about it. But so thank you guys all for watching. That might conclude the album Sundays. I might do one more, but I really want to just break all this gear down and set up my new equipment and start learning it. Yeah, maybe They Might Be Giants would count too. I'll definitely give you that, Clay. How you doing, Clay? Yeah, I would say They Might Be Giants. There's a few of them, but I just thought of 3 off the top of my head. Ween, Weezer, and Weird Al. Those are like, people just kind of write them off as oh, they're silly, but it's way deep. Especially, I mean, this album was crazy to learn. Okay, I gotta do my credits. Yeah, I've never seen him either. I read a really cool article about him, and I really want to go see Weird Al one day. He's an amazing musician. Did he ever do a Weezer song? He must have done a Weezer song. I think Weezer made it into the Weird Al. Oh yeah, so the other thing was, oh yes, I don't know if you guys caught it. My wife came on and played the part of the female voice at the party of the Sweater Song, and that was another thing. That was one of their hit songs that Rivers Cuomo was kind of, he was worried, and rightfully so, because they did become a quote unquote quirky band, that people would take that song as silly and quirky, and he wrote it about his own depressions. He thought it was the saddest, most depressing song he'd ever written, and people were like, oh, it's funny, you know. And the whole idea of the party is being around all the positive people at the party when you're depressed. That's what he said about it in some interviews. And that's what that party talk, when the guy's like, hey, I'm so stoked, brah. And he wanted to put that in there with him going, I'm me be, goddamn, I am. You know, it's all that stuff and he's surrounded by I'm so stoked, brah. All right, let me close it out. But I want to say thank you very much to my wife. Thank you, Kath, for sitting in on that song. That was her. I think was that her debut on the Matt Bolton Live television program? I think. Well, she's been on screen before, but mostly like as a background extra. She's never had a speaking part. I'm gonna have to get her a SAG card. I'm gonna have to up her pay scale. Okay. She'll get paid scale for this one. I know, I'm just bummed I broke the string. This morning I was like, should I change my strings? Nah. Would Rivers Cuomo change his strings? Would River Bolton change his strings? Nah. That's right. I have a son named River. Not Rivers, but River. But it's pretty damn close. What do you think, Rivers? So that's Rivers. This guy right here. The guy in the blue shirt right here is Rivers. That guy's Matt Bolton right there on the far right. And then, so that was it. I was going to say that. Then there's the guy, Matt, not Matt. I'm getting confused. The guy who started Matt Sharp, the guy who started the band The Rentals. So then which one of these guys is? This guy is Matt Sharp. He started the band The Rentals, so he wrote a lot of the songs with Rivers. And he started a band called The Rentals, who Rachel Hayden was in, who was the bass player in the band that I was in. And yeah. That's it. So that's my 6 degrees of separation. So Rivers Cuomo, I've been one step away from being in I'm one link away from being in Weezer. Does that make any sense? Yeah, so I'm basically I'm in Weezer. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm in Weezer. That's why I made the picture. There you go. There's me in Weezer. Okay. All right, you guys. Woo! Share the tips. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys so much. If you like what you saw, Venmo at Matt Bolton, paypal.me/Matt Bolton. Thank you so much. I'll be doing experimental shows with the new gear all this week. I think I'm going to do a show on the road. I'm going to get in the camper van that has power and set up in an outdoor spot. I'm going to try to find a secret, cool outdoor spot, socially distanced from everyone, far away from everyone, in a field somewhere that has cell phone signal coverage, set up some of my gear. The rentals were rad. Yeah. Yeah. And, So Rachel was in that band, and she was in Todd Runger's band when I was in Todd Runger's band, and she sings a Weezer song on an album. It's called, you guys can look it up. Thank you, Les. Yeah, share the love. You can look it up. It's called I Just Left the Love of My Dreams or something like that. Something about the love of my dreams. Somebody will know. It's a really cool song, but she sings it on the album. And every once in a while when Weezer plays a live show in LA where she lives, they'll have her come on stage and sing it. Anyways, all right. Yeah, that's it. All right, time for the credits. Thank you guys for watching. Let's do a little montage. Got my laugh in there.